Hi everyone, how's it going? It's Unknown here, and welcome back to another episode of Sir Predictions. This is a series where we try to predict Sir's inventory for tomorrow. Unfortunately, last week I wasn't able to predict anything correctly, but some of you guys did predict some stuff correctly. And this time, it was a little bit more varied. Usually, sometimes when people guess things correctly, it's usually the same thing. But this week we actually got different people predicting different things. Some of you predicted the Mida, and then another guy predicted the Obsidian Mine. And because you predicted something correctly this week, that makes you the super special prediction multi-mines. Yes, the multi-mines. Don't ask me what that means, because I have no idea. But seriously, congratulations on predicting something correctly. And let's see if you can do it again this week. And I will also like to thank all of you guys for leaving predictions, even if you didn't guess anything correctly, because this series wouldn't be the same if you guys weren't leaving predictions in the comments below. So I would just like to thank all of you guys for that, and as always, remember to leave your prediction for this week in the comments below for a chance to be featured in next week's episode. And with that, let's get into today's predictions. Alright, so we're gonna start off the predictions this week with the Titans. I predict Sir this week will bring for the Titans the Tagmeisters, the Exotic Gauntlets. The Tagmeister's exotic perk is the 1-2 punch. Unlocks the striker subclass node amplified for free, and you gain an additional melee charge. So this exotic is pretty simple. You get a free perk, and you get an additional melee charge. So if you like punching a lot with your Titan, which, I have heard that Titans like to punch things. Yeah, especially the strikers. So yeah, if you like to punch things a lot with your striker, then this is gonna be the exotic for you. Since you have 2 melee charges now, you'll have the double the punching power, I guess. No, but seriously, it could come in really handy at some situations whenever you need your melee charge, because you'll have it up more often since you have 2. So if you're looking for an exotic that will make your punches even deadlier, then look no farther than the Tagmeisters. Alright, so now moving on to the Hunters. For the Hunters this week, I predict Sir will bring the Celestial Nighthawk, the exotic helmet. The Celestial Nighthawk's exotic perk is Big Game. Golden Gun fires 1 shot, delivering 6 times damage, while granting keyhole for penetration. And this is great for PvE, for taking out bosses, and also for when you don't want to deal with a major. You can use pop your golden gun and blast them away with 1 shot, because you do so much damage with Celestial Nighthawk. I mostly use it for boss damage because it's really good at that. And if it's solar burn, you'll be surprised the amount of damage that Celestial Nighthawk can actually do. It's just crazy damage. And while you do lose the versatility of shooting multiple enemies since you only have a single shot, it really makes up for it in the damage, just because it's so much damage. I would definitely recommend the Celestial Nighthawk for doing strikes, since you can use breeze by shooting all the hard enemies with your Celestial Nighthawk and just making them disappear. Which is such a good helmet that I really enjoy using, especially in solar burn, Nightfalls or strikes. It's just so good and so much fun. Alright, so now moving on to the Warlocks. I predict Sir this week for the Warlocks will bring the Purifier Robes, the exotic chestplate. The Purifier Robes are an exotic you probably forgot about. You probably heard Purifier Robes and you're like, what? What is that? Well, the Purifier Robes are an exotic that exists. Yeah, just kind of there. Nobody really uses it. I don't think I've seen the Purifier Robes in a pretty long time. I think I saw someone wearing them when they got released. And I don't remember seeing anyone with them ever since they got released. It's just not a very popular exotic, I guess. But they do exist. People don't use them, but they exist. Anyways, the Purifier Robe's exotic perk is Burn Brighter. Activating Radiance from death. Disorients nearby enemies. So, you activate your Radiance and all the enemies around you get disoriented so they can't really fight back. This is great whenever you die and there's a lot of enemies around you and you don't want to self-rest, because you will immediately just get destroyed again. So the Purifier Robes can actually help you here. You will self-rest and all the enemies around you will be disoriented, so they won't be able to attack you. So yeah, that's all they do. They just disorient enemies around you whenever you self-rest. So I think you can see why it wasn't that popular. The thing that I don't like about this chestplate is that it requires you to be dead for it to do anything. And I just prefer exotics that actually help me when I'm alive, not when I'm dead. Alright, so now let's move on to the weapon that I predict Sir will bring this week. And I predict Sir will bring this week the Dragon's Breath, the exotic launcher. We haven't seen the Dragon's Breath in quite some time. I can't even remember the last time he brought the Dragon's Breath. But I think it's time for Sir to bring the Dragon's Breath back. The Dragon's Breath exotic perk is Napalm. Release trigger after the weapon fires to drop a solar damage napalm canister. So basically, you shoot the weapon blows up and releases a canister that releases napalm. So use a bunch of fire everywhere. The fire covers a pretty big area. It's great for taking down big groups of enemies and any bosses that like to stand in one place for a long time, since that way you stand in the fire and the fire does a lot of damage. It's a lot more damage than you would expect. It's amazing for PvE and I would definitely recommend that you guys give the Dragon's Breath a try. I don't see enough people using the Dragon's Breath ever really, and that's kind of a shame since the Dragon's Breath is such a good rocket launcher. Ever since the Dragon's Breath exotic perk got changed, so it wouldn't just be a solar grenade with more range, it's been great in PvE and definitely worth an exotic slot, I say. You also pick up a lot of ammo with it, thanks to its perk Sir Plus. So I say that it's definitely worth it and you guys should definitely give the Dragon's Breath a try. Just not on PvP though, it kinda sucks there. Unless someone just stands in the fire for whatever reason. But that doesn't really happen. So anyways guys, those are gonna be the predictions for this week. And remember to leave your predictions for this week in the comments below for a chance to be featured in next week's episode. As always, I hope you have enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, dislike if you didn't, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.